Tonight's coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
From the 29, Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So a first catch for him on this opening drive. And we've heard the rumblings, Charles, that he's not too happy with his targets as of late. So maybe that's an early olive branch, if you will.
And I think you're exactly right about what we've heard, because sometimes we hear things and they're just not true. But in this case, we feel pretty confident. Yeah, he's not exactly.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. Akers has got the first down and then some. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He'll definitely say that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Throwing on third down, Stafford. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up fourth down. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, Hill, great grab. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of the game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. Orlando Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Throwing now is Mahomes. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Airing it out deep for Woods. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play fake it at Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deep.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Stafford. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one is right through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board. And
a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Mahomes' throw there taken in by Smith. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Smith. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Nicole Hardman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun to give to Henderson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Rams on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as he'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Watch out for Hill on the return. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's brought down.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll run on first down. Akers. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. The Rams on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Throwing is Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They snap it to Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Stafford. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had 1 pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, That does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Stafford. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a 2nd one.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Looking to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Tommy Townsend now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
The Rams take over the first down at their own 49-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, it's Stafford. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, it's Stafford. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And, oh, that would get a wind-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Keep 15, keep 15. Single. Check 13, check 13.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 56 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Stafford on first down. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Oh, a nice catch by Cup. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. They'll give this to Akers running right. Chris Jones on the stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Just beating the play clock. Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Woods. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They come up 1st and 10 at the... On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. He's at the 40. 20.
Ain't doing nothing.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes this a 9-point game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Throwing again on second down. Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. Stafford looks to throw again. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter action from Kansas City. Second down and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Stafford. And incomplete on the deep ball.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
And his kick is indeed good, and that'll move them back within 6 now. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
Fields this way up at the 17, and he won't quite make it to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Mahomes now on first down. Gets this into the hands of Gray, the tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Mahomes' throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On the handoff, Henderson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the give, this is Akers. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford. A quick pass to Cup. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. On the counter, this is Akers. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second and 10. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
The Rams on 3rd down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Play action. Stafford. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19. From the red zone now, Stafford. That is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To the air again, Stafford. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Akers, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First, and the Rams got it. They bring him down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Mahomes going to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Mahomes now to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again here with Akers. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 73 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Stafford. Touchdown! Robert Woods, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Midge used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. And his throw is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now it's Stafford. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Kill 43. Kill. 58 Mike.
Mahomes. His throw incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Now the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. The dramatic score to tie it, and now they just need the PAT to get the lead late 4th quarter.
So much for the touchdown maker. It's all about the extra point attempter. And I can't wait to see how this one turns out.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 49. And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Mahomes to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from